What's up, guys? Welcome back to our free-to-play series part 15. We're on Opticon. We're up against Kroner. We're gonna start off with 2 1 key costs. He's actually not that much higher level. I think he might be lower, to be honest. So we actually got a fair match in for once. So level 6. And he has electric cap. He's gonna start out with the murder wing. That's fine. Typically, when I play this map, depending on which side you start, really, I don't try to contest too hard for the panic point that's on your stim pad, because it's a lot easier. I try to contest more for this top one. Looking back at it, I think I should have put our Instinct, summoned it from up here. That way we could have killed off his electric cat. He's gonna summon out a sheeping gas. It's not so scary now that we've unlocked clinical. Gonna bring out a jar cannon to kill off his electric cat and deal some damage to his murderer. And a K9000 for the sheeping gas, plus body block our jar cannon, because he can't just, if we didn't have the K9000, he could have just flew onto this obstacle right here and then sniped our jar cannon. It would have been an even trade for him. So gonna summon a murder wing, protect our bottom tile. He's gonna bring out a primate and which one's it? Kaboom? Bloom. Okay. Funny name. We're just gonna capture this top tile. Bring our jar cannon back to the lower side so his sheeping gas can't advance too much. Move our murder wing so he protects the bottom tile, but it's still out of range out of the sheeping gas. We kill off our Contortio. That's fine with me. Kerbloom's probably the worst out of the 3 bomb units. I'd say if you have it, don't use this. I'd say use Boom and then Kaboom if you have access to like Kira, but Kira, paddles, stuff like that. Just gonna go ahead. We're just having a war between who contests each panic point. He's gonna move up his sheeping gas. Okay, I wasn't sure if he was gonna leave it there or not. So he's kind of taking control back of the map, but he misplayed. His sheeping gas is actually gonna die. Really, that was one of the biggest threats he had. So we're gonna kill that. We're gonna bring out our MOTHERLOAD. And put it on the sim pad so that way he has to move off his Instinct. He's gonna get a shot off on it, but I don't care. Like I said, ever since we got clinical, we can be a little bit more greedy in how we give up our Phobies HP points. So okay, kill off his razor mouse. And looking back at it now, let me double check. Oh no, I couldn't. Never mind. I think if our Ginseng ability was alive, we could have possibly killed off his murder wing for our K9000. we're gonna go ahead and fall back. So I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking of baiting him. So notice how we actually only have 6 phobies out. So we could spawn. I'm hoping he doesn't realize this, but I'm hoping he advances on our top, on the top of the map, so that we could spawn out like a Klepto or something big to just surprise him and gain back control of this match. And I was right, he's gonna move up his murder wing up. So always keep that in mind, guys. For big maps, remember, the max phobies a player can have out is 7. So keep track if they have 6 or 7. And then on small maps, the max you could have out is 5 phobies. So if you're gonna be advancing close to their heart, that's a cool shot. Maybe that'll be like that's a cool thumbnail. So maybe like I was saying, if you're gonna advance and you're gonna advance close to their spawn point, which I never recommend really ever, make sure they can't spawn something. So we're gonna go ahead and get a big juicy Motherload and Ginseng's ability is gonna kill out his Kerbloom, so I don't have to worry about that. We're gonna kill out his Primate, and we're gonna create an obstacle here so Ginseng can't hurt our Motherload. Go ahead, surprise Innocuous to kill off his Murder Wing. And just like that, we're back in the game, guys. He's gonna go ahead, Ginseng to get some splash damage off. Well, that's alright. Gonna go back. And I believe his Motherload's actually gonna end up, not his Motherload, his Alligator's gonna end up dying. Either that or we're just gonna do a ton of damage to it. I know it heals, but it only heals 448 damage per turn, so don't make the mistake of not positioning him correctly, because I know he heals, but it takes time for him to heal. And each time that, if he takes a load of damage, even though he's gonna heal that back in 3 turns, that's 3 turns that you gotta play your Alligator safely, as opposed to using him offensively for his tankiness, you know? Basically what I'm trying to say is, don't just throw out Alligator to start taking hits for no reason. Because then you gotta wait 3 turns to do anything. And those 3 turns, your opponent could maybe notice that one of his phobies is not positioned correctly, or he could save up keys to summon greater threats. And he still decides to leave his Alligator up there. I don't know why. It's just gonna die. Maybe he gave up on the match. We're gonna go ahead and move our Motherload back down. Gonna go ahead, Ginseng our King 1000. He doesn't kill with the Evo. That's pretty much GG. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the footage because this match is pretty much done. We're 11 keys up. He has 0 keys in reserve. I'll go ahead and speed this up, but like I said, if you guys enjoyed this, oh no wait, actually, what am I saying? Sorry guys, I got a bit confused. I'm actually all recording part 13, 14, and 15 all in one day. So I got kind of confused, but this is actually the first match for part 15, I believe. But I'll go ahead and speed it up, and then I'll see you guys on the next match. Alright guys, so we're back. We're up against Bud 10 on the floor is lava. You know I love this map. It's weird because I actually used to hate it. Well, I like it really on this account. On my main account, it's kind of, I hate it. It has a lot of stalemates. Really, it's just a boring map to play. But on this, sometimes the rushing strategy works. It works like half the time. So I always have fun. As you can see, this game is only 11 turns, so that's what's probably gonna happen this match, guys. If you guys are having trouble, this map is kind of hard to play on. If your player going second, it is hard to play because I feel like this map is kind of a bit unbalanced, especially at lower levels where you don't have access to that many low-cost phobies. It's hard to play if your opponent's gonna just rush you. But one of the ways you could do, if you're going second, let's say your opponent plays a Razormark and Contortio or Kaba or whatever, they capture these two. So this bottom one's always gonna go here. So what I recommend, you're going second, spawn a Murdering, make it capture this tile, and then spawn a, let's say, whatever one drop you have, a Razor Mouse, make it capture this tile, and then they might, sometimes they'll go ahead and capture this tile. However, what you can do, if they do that, you can kill it easily with a Murdering. Spawn a, you can spawn really anything to finish it off, and then capture with your Razor Mouse. I recommend instead summoning like a Stabby or Bowmangles or anything ranged. Leave it here because since your Razor Mouse is gonna move back here, your opponent will more than likely move their Razor Mouse to capture this tile on the following turn. But if you have a ranged unit right here, you can kill their Razor Mouse and capture it with, kill their Razor Mouse and capture it with your 1 key cost. Right now he only managed to recapture 1 tile, so we're still doing 900 damage to his heart. And we're gonna do that again on our turn. So 1800. Go ahead, bring out 2 sacrificial Phobies that I'll just use to recapture tiles. So it doesn't look like he's gonna recapture anything else. He can't really because I have an unbearable up there. So he takes 450. And all we really gotta do is just keep applying pressure. We're gonna move up with our K9000 and are unbearable. This is just, he just doesn't have the damage output to deal with all these threats. We're gonna move our boomer up here so we can't capture anything. And that's pretty much GG's. Rushing on this map though, I wouldn't recommend on the higher levels. If you guys are starting off and you're going first, I do recommend rushing. Many players will be inexperienced to the point where they won't really know what to do. So you could take advantage of that. So if you guys are starting off, start off with 2-1 keys. Depending on how your opponent responds, you'll be able to capture this one and this tile next. But if not, maybe consider switching up your strategy if they spawn with the 1 key cost and a murder wing. But that's gonna do it for today, guys. I know these videos have been short lately, but like I said, I'm just getting them out so I have something to upload. I'm planning on making a video that should come out hopefully sometimes this week, and then another one. One of them is a guide. Actually, I think they're both guides. No, one's a guide and one's a really long video explaining on what I would like to see in the future for this game and future updates. But that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more awesome videos like this. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.